I'm Heidi Tworek. I'm a Canada Research Chair and an Associate Professor in History and Public Policy at UBC. So my main area of interest is media and communications, and I look at them from both a historical perspective and from policy angles. And really how I got into this was that I was deeply interested in how new communications technologies affected social change. And I was also interested in how politics, economics, and so on and so forth affected the development of those new technologies. And I really began by looking at this historically. And as I was doing this, there were obvious parallels with the way in which social media was developing and the internet. And of course, in many ways, sadly, the present has caught up with that history, and we find ourselves in this dystopian moment where we wonder whether social media is one of the reasons we find ourselves in this contemporary difficult situation. So now I find myself bringing that history to bear, helping us understand when there are and aren't parallels. But I've moved much more to also bringing in other disciplines into my work to really understand contemporary aspects of communications, to really look at things and investigate online hate, for example, abuse and harassment of politicians. So currently I've got a panoply of research projects. One of them is looking at online abuse of health communicators within Canada. So we have a team that are looking both quantitatively on social media like Twitter to see how much abuse there is, who is it directed at, but we're also doing interviews of those health communicators to understand, are they also getting email abuse? Are they getting things through direct messages, and how is this affecting them in their everyday lives? Often through the interviews, we find out places where health communicators, for example, would like to have more support. So it helps us understand how much of what we're seeing on social media is the full picture of something like abuse. The other in which it's important is it tells us how people are actually affected by that abuse. So in a previous study that I had done on online abuse of Canadian political candidates during the 2019 federal election, one of the things that we found by interviewing campaign staffers was that seeing someone else get abused made them potentially less likely to want to actually engage in politics themselves. So that's actually quite concerning. For example, if we have politicians from marginalized communities, they may often have people who look like them or are from their backgrounds working on their campaign team. Those people see that abuse and then they don't want to participate in politics. So these are really deep and meaningful questions about who gets to participate in democracy. And so if we combine the quantitative, so we see the amount that is visible, but we also combine it with the qualitative to understand more of the effects. And that helps us to make a broader set of recommendations that go beyond just the social media platforms. And maybe I'd add one more thing, which is it also helps us to disaggregate a little bit this vexed question of how much of the abuse and hate that we see online is a reflection of the abuse and hate that exist within society, and how much of what we see online is amplified by the ways in which platforms function. So basically what I try to do in any project that I have is to involve students as much as I can. So in almost every policy report I've ever written, I've either had students who've actually co-authored the report or who've helped with the research. And so that's really one way in which students are actually very integral to the type of research that they do. And sometimes that's because they have learned experiences, but a lot of the time they're also bringing lived experiences to the table, different types of perspectives that I myself wouldn't have.